Today on the Beer Movie Guy looks at Godzilla. It's the 1954 one. That's Classic Tuesdays. Let's see what they have to say. Brought to you by the Beer Movie Guy. Hi, the Beer Movie Guy. And it seems like forever since I've been on here, so let's get at it. Today on Classic Tuesdays, we're looking at Godzilla, the 1954 classic movie. Godzilla is directed by Ishihiro Honda, starring Takashi Shimura and Akihiko Hirotara. Let's look at what it's about. Godzilla. Godzilla. Either way you say it, it's awesome. This is the movie that started it all, and this movie is way better than I ever thought it would be. Now, I grew up loving Godzilla. I used to come home on Sundays and run to the TV and catch the last 30 minutes of Godzilla movies, and I always loved just watching Godzilla stomp around and blow atomic breath on people, and it was awesome. It was cheesy, but it was awesome. But I didn't know that Godzilla actually started as a real, hardcore, science kind of movie. So let's look at this. Godzilla is actually a really serious film. It was Japan's take on what the dangers of atomic power could do. And basically, after World War II, atomic stuff happened, Japan did tests, and they woke up this giant thing in the ocean. And they're not sure what it is. They just keep on losing fishing vessels. The more vessels they send in the area to try and figure out what went wrong, the more things go wrong and ships sink. They bring in a paleontologist kind of guy, played brilliantly by Tanaka Shimura. And he actually says, I think this is a giant dinosaur. Strangely, people don't go, ha ha ha, you're stupid. It's the opposite of what you see in every American movie. They take him seriously. And of course, what happens? Within moments, they find out there's this thing called Godzilla running around. And it's radioactive, and they're trying to figure out how that plays into it, and they think they made it by accident, or at least woke it up, and it's not being killed by that. And he takes it that we should learn things from this, but of course, it's killing people by accident, just walking around stepping on things and sinking ships, so Japan's like, we gotta kill it! Along with the actual Godzilla stuff, which looks brilliant. It looks great. The only weird thing is Godzilla's eyes look a bit like Cookie Monster's. And I'm not kidding, it kind of looks like Cookie Monster eyes, but for the time, this was brilliantly done. The special effects, the model work, the guy in the suit, everything worked perfectly. It looks great. The directing on this is just so tight. It's telling a realistic story of what would happen if a giant monster came out of the sea and started stepping on everything and blowing atomic breath on buildings and destroying parts of Tokyo. How would Japan react to that? What would they do? What would they try and do? Would they try and just get rid of it? Would they try and live harmoniously with it? And in this, there's also interplay of relationships with people. The paleontologist's daughter, who's supposed to be married to this scientist who she fell in love with, the sea captain. So all that, there's a plane going right now. Hold on. Might be fighting Godzilla. No, it's gone. All this plays brilliantly together to make one incredibly solid film. I was shocked because I thought this was going to be silly, but no, the original Godzilla is hands down a 5-beard movie out of 5. It's fully bearded, it's worth seeing, the acting's great, the direction's great, Godzilla looks incredible, and the model work is stellar. It's just, you can tell they put a lot of effort and detail into what they did. I highly recommend you check it out, and it actually pairs really, really nicely with the new Godzilla film that they made in 2014. So, do you love Godzilla? Do you hate Godzilla? Are you indifferent? Because it's pretty hard to be indifferent to a giant lizard that's got fired atomic breath, kind of, whatever. You wouldn't be indifferent if he's standing in front of you. That's pretty clear. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay bearded, everyone. You've been watching the Beer Movie Guy Classic Tuesdays. Oh boy, that was like Godzilla terrific. Godzilla-tastic. Godzilla, I can't believe it's a great movie. Yeah, now I'll stay with Godzilla-tastic. That worked the best. Subscribe to the Beer Movie Guy. Let him know what you think. And as always, YouTube safely.
Hi, how are ya?